Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today, Tuna takes a quiet but powerful step. She doesn't just buy things, she starts preparing for a new life beside Alex. And the biggest change isn't the jacket or the bag, it's the way she stops apologizing for choosing. If you enjoy the story, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video. Alright, let's begin. Tuna walked beside Alex through the morning market, her scarf pulled close and her notebook tucked under one arm. Yesterday's office lesson was still sitting in her chest like a small stone, heavy but steady. Not confidence that shouted, just confidence that didn't run away. The market wasn't glamorous. It was the kind of place where people knew each other's faces, where vegetables were still damp from the fields, and where warmth came from steam rising off pots of soup. Alex kept the pace slow, matching her steps. "We'll keep it simple," he said. "Only what you truly need." Tuna nodded. "And I choose." Alex smiled like that was exactly the point. "You choose." They stopped at a modest clothing shop. Jackets hung in rows, most of them plain, built for cold mornings and long days. Tuna didn't touch the price tags first. She touched the fabric. She ran her fingers along a sleeve seam, checked the zipper teeth, tugged lightly at the stitching near the pockets. Her eyes were sharp, farm eyes, the kind that could tell if a sack would tear before it ever reached the truck. The shop owner watched with interest. "That one is warm," she offered, pointing to a simple, padded jacket. Tuna lifted it, feeling the weight. Not too heavy, not thin either. Alex stayed a step back, letting Tuna take the lead. Tuna tried the jacket on. It sat right across her shoulders and didn't pull when she moved her arms. In the mirror, she looked normal, not like someone pretending. Alex asked softly, "Comfortable?" "Yes," she admitted. He didn't reach for his wallet. He asked the better question. "Do you want it?" Tuna hesitated for one breath, then nodded. "I do." They moved to shoes next. Tuna used to hate buying shoes. Nice ones hurt, cheap ones broke. The wrong pair could turn an entire week into pain. She tested the sole with her thumb, then slipped on a plain pair, clean, dark, easy to wipe. She stood, took 2 steps, then 2 more. No pinch, no tight spot biting her toes. Her eyebrows lifted in surprise. Alex watched her face. "That's a good sign." Tuna gave a small, almost shy smile. "This one feels right." She tried one size up just to be sure. She took her time, not apologizing for it. When she finally decided, it felt like a real decision. Hers. After that, Alex led her to a rack of bags. Most were meant for style, but one was simple and structured, the kind that didn't collapse. Tuna shook her head automatically. "I don't need a bag." Alex pointed to the plain one. "Not for fashion, for papers, for your notebook, so things don't bend or get wet." Tuna opened it and saw 2 compartments. One side for the notebook, one side for receipts and small documents. A strange calm ran through her. It made sense. It matched the life she was trying to step into. She put the strap over her shoulder and looked in the mirror again. Prepared, that was the word. Tuna nodded once. "Okay, this one." The shop owner packed the jacket and shoes, then folded the bag neatly into a paper sack. Tuna accepted it carefully like she was holding something fragile. Less the items, more the meaning behind them. Outside, the air was cooler. The market noise drifted around them, voices bargaining, metal clinking, children laughing somewhere farther down. Alex didn't push them to keep shopping. He paused at a small stationery stall instead. Notebooks stacked in simple towers, pens and cups, highlighters lined up like candy. Tuna's fingers brushed a thick notebook with plain covers. Alex tapped it lightly. "For practice," Tuna nodded. "For rules." She chose the notebook, then picked 2 pens, black and blue without even thinking. It was a small thing, but it felt like a new habit, planning ahead. Alex also picked up a basic calculator from a nearby shelf at the stall. Tu Na frowned. I can count. I know, Alex said. This is for checking fast. Your brain stays the boss. Tu Na hesitated, then accepted it. On the way out, Alex stopped at a small stall selling cheap plastic folders and clipboards. Tu Na would have walked past before, but today she slowed down. Lan's voice returned in her head. Highlight the key numbers, keep papers flat, don't let them float. Tu Na chose one simple folder, dark, firm enough that the corners wouldn't curl. She opened it, imagined receipts inside, imagined herself handing a document over without crumpling it in her palm. Alex didn't comment. He only nodded like he understood exactly why it mattered. Tu Na tucked the folder against her notebook and felt for a moment organized, like a person who could be trusted with small responsibilities. They were done after that. No extra clothes, no unnecessary things, no shopping that would leave Tu Na feeling guilty later. Alex guided her to a tiny cafe corner with a few low chairs and a kettle steaming behind the counter. They sat with hot tea between them, the cups warming their hands. Tu Na breathed out slowly. She didn't realize how tense she'd been until the warmth reached her chest. Alex watched her over his cup. You did well today. Tu Na looked down at the paper bags near her feet. It still feels strange. Strange how? Like I'm stepping into something too big, she admitted. Alex didn't deny her fear. He answered the truth underneath it. You're stepping into something real, he said, and you're not borrowing it. You're building it. Tu Na's fingers tightened around her cup. Old instinct rose. Argue, refuse, make herself smaller. But the words didn't come. Instead, she said the honest thing. I'm slow. I'm not like Lan. Alex nodded once, calm and sure. I don't need you to be fast. I need you to be steady, honest, willing. Tu Na swallowed, eyes warming, but she held it together. They stood to leave, and Tu Na lifted the bags again. They weren't heavy, but they felt like a quiet promise. As they walked back through the market, Tu Na glanced down at the simple work bag resting against her side. For the first time, she didn't think about the price. She thought about the next day and how she could show up with her head a little higher. When they returned, Tu Na didn't rush inside the way she usually did after any errand, as if the sooner she crossed the doorway, the sooner she could stop feeling seen. Today, she moved slowly. Alex set the paper bags on the table and stepped back like he was giving her space to breathe. He didn't start unpacking for her. He didn't tell her where anything should go. He just waited. Tu Na washed her hands, then came back and stood over the bags for a moment, listening to her own thoughts. The old reflex tried to rise. Open everything fast, hide the price tags, fold things away like they weren't real. She didn't do that. She untied the first bag carefully and pulled out the padded jacket. The fabric made a soft sound as it unfolded. She ran her fingers along the zipper again, along the seams she had checked in the shop, and she felt a small, quiet pride that she had chosen it for the right reasons. Not because it looked good, because it would help her live. She held it up to her chest, then moved to a hook near the door and hung it where she could reach it easily. A simple action, but it changed the room's feeling, like a new routine had already begun. Next came the shoes. Tu Na set them on the floor side by side, then took a step back as if she was measuring how clean they looked in her space. Alex watched without speaking. Tu Na picked them up again and placed them neatly under the edge of a bench where they wouldn't catch dust, where she could slip them on without hunting. She opened the bag with the plain work shoulder bag and held it for a moment, unsure what to do first. It felt too office for her hands. Then she remembered Lan's desk. Papers flat, numbers clear, nothing floating. Tu Na walked to a quiet corner of the room and cleared a small space on a shelf. Not a big clean out, not a dramatic rearrangement. Just enough room for something new. She placed her notebook there, then her pens, then the folder, the calculator last. Everything lined up, simple, orderly. Her chest rose, and for a moment she didn't feel like she was pretending. She felt like she was preparing. Alex finally spoke, soft and careful. "That looks good." Tu Na nodded, eyes still on the shelf. "If it's messy, I will avoid it." Alex gave a small breath of laughter. "Then we keep it simple." Tu Na turned and looked at him. "I don't want to waste Lane's time." Alex's expression stayed calm. Lan is paid to do her job, but more than that, Lan respects effort. She'll see you're trying. Tu Na lowered her eyes again, then took the jacket off the hook and slipped it on once more. She zipped it halfway and moved her arms. No pull, no tightness. She felt warm without feeling trapped. She put the shoulder bag on and adjusted the strap. Then she walked a few steps across the room, slow, testing. Her footsteps sounded different, not louder, just steadier. She stopped near the mirror and looked at herself. She still looked like Tu Na, but she also looked like someone who could step into a new place without shrinking. The thought made her throat tighten. She blinked it away and took the jacket off, hanging it back on the hook carefully. Alex watched her, and his voice came gently. "You don't have to become someone else." Tuna's eyes flicked toward him. "You're bringing yourself with you," Alex continued. "Your carefulness, your honesty, your work ethic. We're just changing tools." Tu Na nodded slowly. She believed him more than she expected to. She sat at the table with the notebook and opened it. The blank page made her hesitate. Alex didn't tell her what to write. He only pushed a cup of warm water closer. Tu Na picked up the black pen and wrote a small title at the top, simple and plain, "Tomorrow." Then she paused, thinking of Lan's checklist, thinking of the moment she missed the units and didn't hide it. Tu Na wrote 3 short lines. Check the key numbers. Check units. Ask early. She stared at the words, then added one more line, quieter, almost like a promise to herself. Don't be afraid of being slow. Her pen hovered, and she almost laughed at herself for writing something like that, but she left it on the page anyway. Alex leaned back in his chair, watching her without pressure. That's enough for today. Tu Na looked up. Only that? Alex nodded. Consistency beats intensity. Tu Na closed the notebook carefully and slid it into the new folder. Then she placed the folder into the work bag, testing how it fit, making sure the paper stayed flat. She unzipped it again and checked, as if the bag might change its mind. It didn't. Alex's gaze softened. You're already training your eyes. Tu Na's mouth twitched, almost a smile. In the quiet that followed, the room felt warmer than before, not because of any heater, but because Tu Na could feel a future starting to take shape in the smallest details. Alex stood and moved closer, not crowding her, just near. You know what I liked most today? Tu Na shook her head. You didn't apologize for choosing, he said. You didn't apologize for taking time. That matters. Tu Na swallowed. I'm still scared. Alex nodded. Being scared doesn't mean you stop. It just means you care. Tu Na looked down at the work bag again. The strap lay on the chair ready. It didn't look like a gift that belonged to someone else. It looked like an object with a purpose. She reached out and touched it lightly, then looked up at Alex. I'll try, she said. Alex's answer was immediate and gentle. That's all I ask. Tu Na stood, picked up the bag, and hung it on the same hook as the jacket, side by side, like 2 pieces of one decision. Then she stepped back and let herself look at it. Not luxury, not debt, just preparation. And for the first time, Tu Na felt something soft and brave in her chest, something she didn't want to push away. Not just hope, a quiet readiness to live it.
Alex đưa Từ Na đến chợ để mua những thứ cần thiết cho thói quen làm việc mới của cô, quần áo ấm, giày thoải mái và một chiếc túi đơn giản đựng giấy tờ và sổ tay. Lần đầu tiên Từ Na lựa chọn dựa trên sự hữu dụng và thoải mái thay vì nỗi sợ giá cả, và Alex lặng lẽ để cô ấy tự quyết định. Về nhà, Từ Na từ từ dỡ đầu và thiết lập một góc làm việc nhỏ với sổ tay, cặp tài liệu và những dụng cụ đơn giản, biến việc mua sắm thành một thói quen thực sự. Alex trấn an rằng cô không cần phải thay đổi con người mình, cô chỉ cần mang con người ổn định, chân thật của mình vào môi trường mới. Tập phim kết thúc với cảnh Từ Na viết ra một vài quy tắc đơn giản cho ngày mai và treo áo khoác cùng túi xách cạnh nhau, cảm thấy sẵn sàng theo cách mà cô chưa từng cảm nhận trước đây.